Welcome everyone. Happy New Year. First of all, it is January 4th, 2023. New year, new you, new changes, new things. Welcome. My name is Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, which features the Freight Broker 101 training for beginners, as well as the Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. So I will speak a little bit about both of those trainings. Just wanted to give a general announcement, different changes, what's been going on, things of that nature. Welcome. And this will be on the YouTube channel for those of you to review. I will do a little navigating just to give you an overview of what's going on, the changes and things like that. So not much has changed, but just the price points and the different specials and the enrollment time frame that you can be in it. So for our Dispatcher 101 training for beginners, this is the homepage of our website, right? Our training. We train individuals in the basics of dispatching, understanding the terminology and terms and the load boards and equipment types and the process of booking a load with a broker with the carrier packets and the rate confirmations. Pretty standard information, right? But if you don't know that, then you wouldn't see it as standard. You would see it as something new, and you'd be like, well, what is this, right? So we kind of break those things down and give it to you from a very high level overview, okay? And we go into detail as well, a little granular as well too. So very specific. So on our homepage, we have our headers, home, ELLC merch, ELLC services, where we have our merch is our merch store where we offer merchandise. We sell our merchandise online, different merchandise, shirts and hoodies and cups, mugs, bags, book bags, and things like that. We have caps coming up pretty soon as well. Just so if you wanted to support that, that would be wonderful. We're adding to the product line as well, and we're branding and promoting that as well. So that is the merch store, and that is on our ELLCmerch.com. If you click the merch link here on the home page. The ELLC services is some of the services that we provide. We have affiliates and partners that we deal with. We have consultations where we do 30 and 60-minute phone calls for dispatching, as well as and freight brokering. And then we do 30 and 60-minute Zoom calls for dispatching and freight brokering. So it depends on which one you would choose to take, okay? And whichever one is blue, that's what's highlighted. So if you click on the freight broker, it changes to the freight brokering price points and the dispatching price points. We have 30 and 60-minute phone consultations and 30 and 60-minute Zoom consultations under the dispatcher, the same way as the freight broker, okay? So that is the consultations, all right? We have our ebook purchases. We have a referral program, dispatching as well as freight brokering, right? And in other words, if you refer someone, right, to our program and they enroll, you get a referral, you get money for that, right? The only requirement, which makes sense if you think about it, is that you have to submit, whether it's under the dispatcher referral program or the freight broker referral program. You have to, the person who's referring the other person is the referrer, ER. The person who is joining is the referee. So if you fill out the form, that form has to be submitted to us. And it's just an online form. You just click it and you fill it out. The new member, name, phone number, and email, that's the person who is going to enroll that you are referring. And then the referrers is the person that is doing the referring, right? So you fill this out and submit it, and it comes to us. This has to be in our possession prior to the person enrolling so that we can check against that in order to award you that referral fee. So I've had cases where people say, well, I referred someone X amount of months ago. Well, I can't, did you fill out the form? right? If you didn't fill out the form, I can't give you a referral for that because anyone can do that, right? I'm not saying you're being dishonest or anything, but we have a system that we have to follow, okay? Fill out the form. If you refer someone, make sure you turn the form in prior to them enrolling, whether it's freight broker or dispatching. And now for the dispatching, you get $100 credit for them joining the single member, $150 for the 2-for-1, okay? And the freight broker, you get a $150 for the single member and $200 for the 2-for-1. And our price points have changed, and I'll cover that in a second. But this is our referral program. You can earn passive income, if you will, by referring people who enroll, who decide to join. Okay. And then we have our video testimonials that people who
Hello, this is Bridget McIntyre with Michael City
about the
Logistics,
program.
and
Okay.
I just want to give a testimony to Charles Monday.
Right. So we have that as well. Okay, and we cut that off before it continues. Right. So that's under the ELLC services. Now, under dispatcher and freight broker is where, if you are signing up as a dispatcher, you will come in as a dispatcher and get the trainings. Under freight broker, you can come in under that, right? And before I move on, I'll wait to the end. So under the dispatcher, if you're coming in as an independent freight dispatcher, you want to learn under our program, under our platform, then the dispatcher 101 link at the top, the header at the top is where you would be, because you would hover your mouse over this and then it would drop down with the sub links, right, for the sub pages. The first of which is our training schedule, our live Zoom training. Once you enroll, you simply follow the live training schedule, and we have it in the portal as well, but we also have its own page. We have live Zoom trainings for dispatching and freight brokering every second and fourth week of each month. I am going to only put for 2023 the month that we're currently in, as opposed to the whole calendar year. I will put just the month. So we have, if you click go to our Zoom calendar, or you simply scroll down to it, it's right here, right? So I can scroll back up and click that and go right down to it, right? And there it is. So, but let me show you. Our trainings for dispatching are Sundays, always Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, right? 3 times a week in those second and fourth weeks of each month. It says it right here, every second and fourth week of each month. Live Zoom. The live trainings are recorded. It's not mandatory for you to attend the live Zoom trainings. And if you miss a live, you can, if you are an ongoing member, you can come back in and watch the recordings in our portal that you will have access to as an ongoing member. Okay. Here are the credentials. Anyone can come into the Zoom training, but I'll only let members in unless you were invited as a guest. Okay. And the same meeting ID and passcode is the same for each of the days. They're not different. It hasn't changed in 3 years, right? You click join now, it's the same credentials, okay? So for this month, January 2023, our next live Zoom training will be 8 a.m. I'm sorry, June 8th, or January 8th, I'm sorry. January 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So January 8th, this coming Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have we will recommence. That'll be our first training live for the calendar, or for the year 2023. Okay. Our next one will be Wednesday, the 11th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, the 14th at 12 noon. And then that's the second week of January. The fourth week of January, Sunday the 22nd, same time, 11 a.m. Wednesday the 25th, same time, 6 p.m. And Saturday the 28th of January, same time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Okay. That is our Zoom page, which is under, if you hover your mouse again, over Dispatching 101, you come up here. Our prices have changed a bit. Our training materials kit, $149. Our one-day live seminar, $199. So the training materials kit, this is someone who doesn't need, or who do not need ongoing training. They just want the documents and the templates to use for their company. They understand how to dispatch. They just don't have the materials, right, that they believe that they need, right? So we offer the kit here. And this is what the kit includes, right? And you can read that for yourself, the training kit, training materials voucher. Now, the training materials kit and the one-day seminar training, you can claim a voucher to use those price points in the case of the training materials kit, the $149, and in the case of the one-day seminar, the $199, you can use the voucher to apply towards the ongoing training. In other words, you can subtract what you've paid for those particular programs. If you purchase the kit, you say, I want to use the voucher towards the ongoing training. I bought the kit. I want to apply that $149 or whatever that price point was towards the $599 of the ongoing training, right? And then you'll click and fill out the voucher. The only thing with the training materials voucher is we just ask for your first and last name, email, phone number. Which program are you requesting voucher for, right? And you did the training materials kit. So you would select that, right? And then you would go from there and you would hit submit, you would select it and then hit submit. We will receive an email and then we would create an invoice of the difference from the ongoing training from that specific voucher program that you purchased, either the training materials or the seminar, the one-day seminar. So this is the training materials only. There's no training, just materials only. No training included with the training materials kit, okay? But you get everything in here, right? Okay, this is what's listed at what you get. All of our templates, PDFs, and other things that we've added value for you here, okay? That's the training materials. The one-day, 2-hour seminar, right, is a high-level overview of what dispatching is. You cannot learn how to be a dispatcher in one day, but we do offer a seminar with a high-level overview and a Q&A time within that 2 hours to help you at least decide if this is something that you want to do, okay? So if you want to do that, you can request a voucher for the ongoing training and deduct the $199 from the ongoing training and go from there, save from there as well. So the two programs in which you can use your vouchers towards will always be the training materials kit and the seminar programs that you can use towards the ongoing training. Those are the only two programs that we have. We only have 3 price points under dispatcher as well as freight broker, okay? So, and it's the same process. You claim the voucher, you fill it out, and you submit your first, last name, email, phone number, which program. So because we want to have a documented copy of everything that we're doing to stay updated and current, okay? And organized too, right? Last but not least is the actual ongoing training, the ongoing training. So now this is what we have here. Right now in the month of January, we're having 25% off to bring in a new year until the end of the month. 25% off of our price. We have new price points. Our single member is the one-time payment of $599. 2 for 1 is $899. 2-member special, okay? But 25% off. So you will purchase with the code, and the code is 2023. Okay, that's the code for the 25% off special for the ongoing training, whether it's single member or whether it's 2 for 1. Okay, but here's what's different in this. Remember, in 2022, and this applies for the freight broker as well. In 2022, your initial enrollment gave you 30 days before you decided if you wanted to continue with month-to-month payments, subscription to maintain access to our portal, all of our resources, our load boards, documents and forms, everything, ebooks, all those things, live trainings, recorded trainings, all that. Now you're getting 90 days to decide that. So when you enroll in the ongoing training, you are in it for 90 days. And after 90 days, at that point, I would assume that you would have determined if you need more training or more access to our information after 90 days. And then a week prior to the 90 days, we will send you an email saying, hey, your 90 days is about to be up on this date. If you want to continue, there is a monthly subscription of, and now it's $34.99 a month, right? Because we gave you 90 days, it's $34.99 a month to continue month to month to month. It's not up to a year. You can be in it for as long as you want. There's no enrollment for a year and things like that. So this $5.99 and the $8.99 price points for ongoing training is not for the year. It is for 90 days. And if you decide after 90 days you want to continue, then you can continue on a month-to-month basis at the $34.99 price point, month-to-month basis. Okay. I want to be clear with that. So there's no ambiguity, there's no misunderstanding there. Okay. So that is the dispatcher side. So when you enroll, right? Now, once you enroll in the ongoing training, you have 2 steps to complete, right? The first step is the initial email and password setup. So you will get a email receipt of your purchase, right? With a link in it with instructions on how to come to this page here, step 1, initial email password setup. And it will tell you to set up your email. It could be your personal email that you purchased the program with, or it can be a business email that you have, right? Once you come to this page, you will do either a login or sign up. Well, you just joined, so it's definitely going to be a sign up. So you would hit sign up, and then you would enter to set up your members portal email and password, click sign up. So this is a login page. So if I click sign up, now it changes to sign up, you see? So now I'm going to the sign up page. And if I'm already a member, log in, it'll switch back to login. You see login at the top, right? But if you're new, you click sign up. Now you see sign up at the top because you're here for the very first time. So you would enter whatever email and password that you want to create for this to have access to our members portal. Okay. And then that will send an alert to us. And we will approve that because we will check your purchase email. Most people submit their access request to our portal with a purchase email. If you submit for access to the portal with a different email than the email that you purchased with, please let us know so that we will see it and know what to expect. And we can add it to our spreadsheet. So when we see emails to approve or not approve, we'll compare it against our spreadsheet and we'll know. If it's a different email than what you purchased the program with, please let us know. And we also say that in other places too, in emails. We're trying to make this process a little bit more automated for you. Okay. So once you get past that point, and you get approved, then you have the members portal main menu. Okay. Let me log in. So once you are approved, this should be the area that you see. So now you're in the members portal main menu or the back office. We call it the back office also. It's the same thing. If you're in this area, you're in the right place. Okay. And it contains all of our information here. Start here, usually our orientation to get you acclimated, say, hey, welcome to our portal, welcome to our Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. We're happy that you've chosen us. We appreciate that. And then also the ebooks to download. I'm not going to click on these because this is going to be a public on YouTube publicly. So I don't want everyone to see what you're going to see as a member, right? And then we have our self-paced modules, right? This is the meat of your training. Self-paced, 90 days, self-paced. Getting carriers. As a dispatcher, you need to get carriers. You know, understand what's all involved in that. Load boards, we give you access. This is where our load boards are located and we give you access to. Booking the loads, we show you how that's done, right? With finding a load on a load board, calling the broker, whatever that workflow is, okay? And then Module 4 is invoicing, meaning not invoicing, you're invoicing for the carrier, but you're invoicing the carrier for your services as a dispatcher that you provided to them, right? So there's a difference. You may charge anywhere between 5 and 10% for your dispatching services per load, and you want to send an invoice to the carrier after they've completed that delivery of that shipment or that load, and we show you that process, right? And then we have our tools, docs, and resources area here, all of our different forms and documents we provide, all of our tools and resources. Our training videos library is where all of our Zoom live videos that are being recorded are stored, and they are stored and grouped in months, right? And the year, obviously, but in months. And the most recent one will be, I don't want to show the screen, but it'll be first, obviously, so you can be able to do that. And then we also have a how-to video series. So a lot of things in dispatching is common, a lot of commonalities. So we made specific how-to videos on the commonalities, so you can go directly to those specific things and get a better understanding of what they are, right, in video format, okay? And then we have our affiliates, different affiliates we deal with, factoring companies, e-carrier check, low board promotions, our promo with 123 low board, TransCredit, web design. And then our social media, you can reach us socially as well. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, okay? And also, just like the Zoom page at the top of the header under Dispatcher 101, we also have our Zoom links here. Go to the Zoom room and our Zoom calendar. It just takes you to the page, the same page that you saw at the top of the website under right here, Zoom training schedule, okay? It's the same page. So it just opened it up in another tab, right? And we have our free 30-day affiliate with 123 low board. And then we have our merch again. We want to reiterate the merch, and then our web design and our different affiliates, all within the portal. So, okay. A lot of information here, right? So that is the dispatching side, Dispatcher 101, training for beginners. Any questions, you can call me 757-515-1684, email exoduslogisticsllc@yahoo.com. Now, next will be the freight broker side. I wanted to put it on the freight broker as well as dispatcher side in the same video. So it's the same thing, it's just different price points and different ways under the broker side. So the freight broker, we have Zoom training schedules for the brokers. Our price points has changed for the starter kit, the one-day seminar, as well as the ongoing broker training as well. If you notice, training kits $249, live seminar $299. And each of these two, you have the voucher that you can submit towards the deducting from the price of the ongoing, right? So it's the same concept. What you get in the training materials on the broker side is different. What you get in the training materials on the dispatcher side, okay? And you can click there and go for there, see what you get here. On the one-day seminar on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. The one-day seminar on the dispatcher side, I didn't mention it, will be on Wednesdays, that second or fourth week Wednesdays. They're always going to be on a Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. The one-day 2-hour seminar on the broker side will always be on the second and fourth week on a Tuesday, okay, at 6 p.m., right? And in both cases, again, with the training materials and the seminar training, you can use that voucher, claim the voucher to deduct towards the ongoing training on the broker course. Now, here's the broker course, okay? Same thing, we're having 25% off sale for January 1st through the 31st, kind of to bring in a new year at the discount rate. Single member, $8.99. Two members, $11.99, 25% off. Promo code is the same as dispatcher, is 2023. We have the disclaimer here. And let me see what the disclaimer says. I got to change the disclaimer, if you will. Yeah. So that's a light box. I need to change that. But the disclaimers basically right here. you get 90 days. The disclaimer still says 30, but it's 90 days now. Okay. 90 days, and it's $24.99. After 90 days, if you feel you still need freight broker training, then it'll be $24.99 month to month, right? So in the freight broker course, there is no email and password set up, but there is a passcode that you will get to access the main menu or the back office of the freight broker side. And let me log into that to show you that. Now you're in the freight broker main menu, okay? And this is what you get. Kind of the same thing. We still have our social media connections. We still have our affiliates, if you will, but our modules are different. Our getting started is different. You know, our orientation, prerequisites of being a broker. What are the broker requirements? Okay. The difference between a broker and a broker agent, and referrals and merch. The self-paced modules, module 1 has 2 parts, all about shippers and sourcing or getting shippers. Module 2 is sourcing carriers, because you need to get shippers to get their shipments, and you need to get approved carriers to transport those shipments. And that's how you broker freight, okay? And what's involved in that, right? Module 3 is the different broker packet types you have, because as a broker, you have 2 customers, right? You have 2 clients, if you will. You have the customers, the shippers, and you have the motor carriers that you deal with as well. So there's packet types, there's agreements and contracts on both sides, okay? And then module 4 is putting all that together. Once you get the shippers, once you get the carriers, lock them in on the back packet types, now you have to tender that freight or that shipment. What does that involve? What does that entail? Tendering a load, right? And then you have more information. We have study materials. We talk about TMS systems. We have our different tools and resources, our different study materials like the documents, the templates that we give to you to use to imitate us. Our Zoom video library, just like Dispatcher 101, Freight Broker 101 has live Zoom trainings, and they're recorded and they're stored in the library. And then we have our load boards to give you, as a broker, just to give you an idea of how to post loads, look for loads, do rate checks and things like that. When you're bidding and quoting lanes, you want to compare. So we go into detail about that as well. Okay. And then we have a Truck Stop Pro affiliate link. So we have a partnership, ELLC and Truck Stop, which is one of the larger load boards out here. You got DAT, 123, and Truck Stop. I have relationships with 123 and Truck Stop. I'm working on that as far as affiliates, signing up with specials. So with this Truck Stop, you get Truck Stop Pro, you get 30 days, I believe it is. You get 50% off for the first 3 months, for the first 90 days through our affiliate link right here. And Truck Stop, what does Truck Stop Pro has? What are the features of Truck Stop Pro? Well, they have a load board. They have their TMS system integrated and built in. It's called ITS Dispatch. They have rate analysis where you can do rate comparisons, last 7 days, last 15 days, things of that nature. And then they have a built-in onboarding program called RMIS, one of the top ones, Registered Monitoring Insurance Service. So that's what's included in the Truck Stop Pro. Through our affiliate, you get half off for the first 90 days. That should be more than enough time for you to determine if you need to continue with the Truck Stop Pro relationship, okay? And then again, we have our merch and our affiliates, our factory company affiliate with Monica, eCarrier Check with Jared and his team, TransCredit, where it does the business credit checks. You have Ansonia, you have Duns and Bradstreet's, and then you have TransCredit. We have an affiliate with TransCredit. Okay, so those are the features on the freight broker side. So freight brokers are those individuals who are logistics providers who arrange for the transportation of the freight. They do so by procuring it from the customers, the shippers, and brokering it or selling it at a discount or they take their margins off, I should say, to the approved motor carrier. Now, you're vetting both of your customers in that process. You want to make sure that they're going to be able to provide you a service as well. You're the middle person, so you want to make sure everything is lined up. right? And there are different things either on the dispatching side and the freight broker side that happens a lot, that comes up every now and then, every little one-offs or some common things that we'll go into details. Different experiences, different brokers or different dispatchers go through different experiences. We pretty much have seen and dealt with a lot of those, the majority of them. So we'll be able to provide some insight if ever you get to that point where you are going through those experiences. Okay. So again, Happy New Year. Welcome. Oh, by the way, January 26th. For those of you, because this is going to be on, I believe, YouTube and Instagram, those of you who are interested in learning a more detailed and real world experience type of load board training, where you will see a dispatcher and her company book loads for their carrier in real time, we're offering a load board mastermind seminar, Thursday, January 26th, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you can reserve. It's going to be unrecorded because it's going to be live, and they're going to be talking to the carrier live. You're going to see the brokers and all those things, right? So reserve and buy now. We're going to give out a free ebook, limited seats available. We're going to give some other valuable gems and VIP packages. So that is through us here. You can do it here, reserve and buy now. And we can. There's no longer an invitation. You just purchase the program and go from there. Okay. And here it is again, buy now, and you go from there. All right. So that is the load board mastery seminar. That's with Chasa Downo. She has Legacy Dispatcher. She has a dispatching company where she dispatches her trucks live now in real time. And her husband is a freight broker. So that's a good dynamic right there. So you're going to get that real world experience. So I encourage those who want to catch up to the learning curve at a quickly, either learn it before you get your carrier, so you at least have an understanding. So that transition of you finding loads for your carrier will be very much easier now, right? Because you've gotten some live training in that 2-hour seminar, Thursday, the 26th of January from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. So sign up. All right, guys. Thank you. Now, by the way, Exodus University, we are still building that. Exodus University, the idea behind that is those individuals who are current students or former students who have skill sets, and they are offering their other services for a price point. In some cases, other cases, it's free. I'm allowing them to come in under what we call Exodus University to offer their services at a price point. If you so choose, you don't have to choose to entertain their services, but they are there. Okay. It may help scale your company. It may not. If it doesn't, then obviously you won't use the service. If it does, I encourage you to take advantage of it, because these individuals already have been vetted. So, and their services are proven, right? So different services like compliance, just all types of things, with cold calling, web designs, things that are kind of still interrelated to transportation, be it dispatching or freight brokering, will be under the Exodus University. Okay. And we're still building on that. We're still vetting and still developing in the background the site. Once it launches, hopefully it'll be by the end of this month or sometime in next month, but we should have some information for you because we were planning on doing it in 2023. Okay. Again, Happy New Year to everyone. For those of you who are interested in either dispatching and or freight brokering, just go to our homepage, exodusdispatchingandtraining.com. Take you to the homepage, and then under the whichever one you want or you have interest in, dispatcher or freight broker, you just hover your mouse over that and you select the ongoing training for those, right? And it'll give you the details of it. Again, 757-515-1684, Exodus Logistics LLC at yahoo.com. All right. Looking forward to you guys joining. And my theme for this year is I'm going to add even more value than I did in 2022. You always want to make yourself a little bit better. When you're in a position as someone who's instructing or providing services for people, you want to make yourself better. So that's my goal, is to do so. So looking forward to hearing from you guys. Any questions, always call. Again, for the Dispatcher side, our next training, our live training will be this Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 8th of January at 11 a.m. And then the 10th on the freight broker side, that following Tuesday, which is the 10th, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our first January live Zoom training for the freight broker side. So our first live Zoom training for the dispatcher side will be this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just whatever time zone you're in, just make sure you're mindful of the time zone. And then the freight broker side again will be Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Salute you guys. Thank you very much.